they haven't heard it, and it's like one of those beats that multiple people have used per usual. So artists, get you an engineer that fuck with you, and not sell you just don't fall for the dream. Just but either way, it doesn't matter. What you put on something is what you put on it,
Right.
and you leave your mark how you leave your mark. So never mind that. I'm really just playing, but I think it was one of those songs that just it spoke to me a little different because it was personal. It was a little personal. Like I said, all of my songs they tell a story. It's not just me going in there rapping about, yeah, I ran down on this person, and I got these type of guns, and I
Right.
got this type of
Right.
scat, and this is the type of bitch I like, and da 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 da. I'm not mediocre. You know
Right.
what I
You're
mean?
not
So
promoting that. Like
I
it's more
can't.
than that.
Yeah, you gotta be bigger than the program.
Yeah, I agree. I love self love. So what's your dating life like?
I'm living a life of a 90s baby. Hell of a life for the 90s, maybe. Yeah, we used to get live. Um,
I
I
like that
like to
song too.
keep rap. I like to keep my life extremely private.
Okay, that's
So
understandable.
when until you see me come out publicly and say she's mine, you may have had her once, but I got her all the time. Until you hear me say that, mind your business. That's it.
Period. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fair though. That is fair.
But when you see me and I say that to you in public, no, I mean it.
You're crazy. You're funny. Period. Okay. What is a rule for you in the bedroom when it comes to your partners?
A rule for me is be you. Like, don't worry about what the fuck. Be you. Like, this is if we're if we doing what we doing as two grown ups, why are you worried about anything other than what we doing? You know what I mean? Like, enjoy the moment as it is, especially with doing the do. I feel like it's more than just that, especially
Right.
for somebody like me, because I'm a little older than most of my people around me. So it's not just sex to me. It's like we reaching a new height. Like we elevating each time
Right.
we do it, and when we do, it's even better.
Right.
So my thing is be you. You better show out. You better
You
show
better
up and
show
show
up
out because I for damn
and show
so
out.
I'm gonna show out.
Period. Okay. So describe yourself in 3 words.
Motivational, funny, charismatic.
Okay, that's fair. See that. What is a creative process that you take for yourself? Like, how do you make a song, or like you said earlier in the interview, you like fun beats. You like beats that make you feel good, and you just kind of dance and go off of that. But what is your creative process?
I think just hearing it like you just something from within you. I don't know what it is because people they say, "Oh, like so creative," but then they go in and talk about drugs and killing
Right.
everybody. I don't think that's creative. I
Mm-hmm.
think knowing about who you are is creative, and authenticity is creative. Um, but for me, I think what helps me get on my creative thing is like hearing something that's like, okay, yeah, I don't. I'm very much a '90s baby, so you hear that little boom, dun 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 dun. Dance,
Yeah.
my baby, get your group. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
start saying whatever that makes you feel like, okay, I can get everybody to dance in here because I want to dance. You start whatever
90s
you
babies
feel.
got that natural
They got
bop to
that
them.
natural
Like,
like,
yeah,
oh
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
I
that
know
natural.
exactly
You
what
know
you're
what I
talking.
mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly
So
what
it's
you're saying.
it's that type of stuff that helps me get creative, and being
Mm-hmm.
around other creatives and not so much being able to bounce off of each other. I give you a few ideas on your little whatevers. You do the same for me. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like being around creatives that know that it's creatives and we're not just being around creatives. That's not anything other than being that. You
Right, and
know?
no competition.
Yeah.
It's just uplifting one another.
Yeah.
Yeah, and inspiring and not being afraid to say, "Hey,
You
you
inspire
inspired
me.
me," or "You
Absolutely.
inspired this,"
Yeah.
and not feeling away. So yeah.
Absolutely. I agree.
Okay. So what is one thing that you would love to do more?
I would
Anything, all around.
I would love to travel a lot more. I travel, but I
Mm-hmm.
would love to travel just a little bit more.
Yeah.
Just a little bit more and like reach out to the youth. I really want to get more into like I've been dealing with the youth as you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But just kind of maybe having like a sports program or like something every weekend. Just after losing Mari, forever him, forever 13, and Junior, forever them. After losing Mari and like trying to be there as a mentor for his, last couple of years he was here, I think it sparked something in me that made me even more protective over my own child, to want to do something. Hey, if just being there, I don't know
Right.
in what capacity that I'm meant to be, but just being able to be just that, and being able to reach back out and say, hey, I know you come from that, but you can come over here too. The
Right.
grass is greener over on this side. You gotta
Step over
you gotta step over
and
from the
water.
brown, and you gotta water, and you gotta help it grow too. But it feel a little better over here. You might want to come. But being able to be that person to the youth is something that I really want to do more.
Yeah,
I
that
feel it in
voice of
my heart to
reason.
be that voice of reason.
And kids really adapt to you.
Yeah,
Like, I mean, definitely.
yeah, I love the
They love you.
kids.
So I think that that's something that is definitely in the works for you and you can do it. Um, what is one ridiculous rumor that you've heard about yourself?
Now, do I play too much? Absolutely.
Okay, yeah.
And I feel like I can only be shady if you shady to me. Only give what's given. Like I'm very much. I don't like to be. I don't like preconceived notions put on me based off of prejudgment based off of others'
Other people's
opinions. You know what I
opinions.
mean? And
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of that comes with me because I can be standoffish. I can be like very reserved. I can be very like I seem like I don't fuck with you or I don't really rock with you, but it's not that. I just give what you give me. Like if it's a
Right.
little bit, I'm gonna give you a little bit, and
Yeah.
it's not on purpose. It's just the way that I operate. Like I've learned in life, you don't go out of your way more for people. You be there, you help, but you can't go out of your way more for people who don't see anything better for themselves.
Right. And not willing to return that.
Right.
Yeah, but expect to keep
Reciprocate.
receiving.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Like somebody wants you to pour in their cup and they keep drinking, but like you're like,
Yeah.
hey, I'm going back to the well.
I'm
Keep getting
thirsty.
it. I'm
I'm a little
thirsty too, but I'm
parched.
yeah, like
No.
that.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
Have you had any awkward moments with a fan?
Yes.
What was your most awkward moment?
I think a fan trying to like express that you're just amazing and wanted, more than just a fanship with me. I feel like no. You know what I mean? Because I'm here to inspire. I don't want to be desired in that way. But you can't stop how you can desire me, but
You
know that
can't.
that's just not something that I'm into. And not to
Right.
say that, people that you come across or women that I come across may, you know what I mean? But that's
Yeah.
just not it's not something that I, at least right now while you're continuing to build, I feel like it's very it's very imperative that you stay with your head on a swivel and tunnel vision,
Right.
because you
Stay
never know.
focused.
Yeah, stay focused.
Yeah.
Like if things are meant, like I said, you follow what's aligned. You never go and design your own type of thing. You can, but when you try to do your own thing, it tends to not work. So you
Right.
follow what's aligned. What's supposed to happen, it falls in your lap.
That makes sense. Okay, so this is my last question. It's not, we kind of got the spicy stuff out the way, but if you could go back to one thing in life to change, what would it be and why?
I would go back to the last argument with my brother and say sorry. And say sorry.
Yeah, that's tough. Um, sorry. No, you can't. It's one of those things where yeah, I didn't mean to ask that. Like, I mean, I did because it's it's life, and you're not the only person that feels that way. When it comes to our loved ones and things
Yeah,
like that,
people
and I
you
don't want
lose, you
to
don't
take
never.
away from how you feel, but I just that's tough. I
Yeah, I would say sorry. It was like probably one of the worst arguments we've ever had. We, argue like cats and dogs, but it was probably one
Yeah,
of the worst arguments that we've ever had. But it was also some things that neither one of us meant to say, but said, and a few months later, he's no longer here.
yeah,
Those things stick with you for life. And then the older I get, that's why I'm excited for my birthday. But the older I get, I celebrate each year passing him up in age that he's looking younger and I'm getting older. And he's always
seriously.
going to stay in that same capsule.
Hmm.
So just saying I'm sorry,
Yeah,
and meaning it. And like really, like, it wasn't even worth all that. I was just, my emotions took over how I actually felt in the situation instead of conveying what I meant. I conveyed how I felt.
right. Well, that's fair.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully somebody can take that and use that. You're not on good terms with your loved ones. Let it go. Let it go. Say I love you. Say I'm sorry. Give them a hug, and hopefully that helps somebody. All right. Well, guys, that wraps it up again with another episode on Sixth Street Podcast with our guest, Millie Tyme. So, yes, we will be back and see you guys soon.
Peace.